The close of probation will not be God's decision at all. It will be God's recognition and respect of our decision, the collective decision of the entire human race. Christ's ministry will stay open till the last person has made his or her final choice and closed his or her own probation. Jesus will not cease his ministry as long as one soul is left to decide. He is not going to close probation until we are ready. And we say so. We are near the close of probation when every case is to pass in review before God. Now, and this is per prophecy code. Now, in probation is the time God has given us for the formation of pure and holy character. If this time is not improved, is this time is what? Not improved. Is it possible that we can develop a love now for the prophecies of Daniel and Revelation? Develop a love for reading and studying the truth and start wasting time watching television or other shows on YouTube? Isn't it time that, is it possible that we can really dig into the word and become the kind of spiritual person that we really want to be? That's possible. I gave the young people a story this morning. I gave them 3 or 4 little stories. And one of them was a man who was miserable and fretful and nobody liked him at all. People tried to avoid him, his company and everything. Until he met Jesus at 80 years old. And became a different person. And the people changed the reputation of the man. People who knew the man one way changed the reputation of the man by telling the other, that man, the old man, and so is a really sweet, nice old man. So the people who used to say bad things about you will rub out the bad reputation that you had. They're the ones who want to tell y'all something. Listen carefully. Same joke again. And a few people. That is exactly how we are as human beings. Good. And there are times when you're not going to smile at all. Even preaching, I go and I say a testimony for the person. No loss. How could you know again? So take the bad with the good and make the bad with the good and don't get uptight. Did you ever see love without? So take the bad with the good and keep very. And after that, somebody borrowed the tape and it was destroyed. But that meant just like a nice tape I had the other day with Vernon and John. The tape Sesame Street over. That was the end of that. It's going to make you a probation. I read that just now, right? If the thoughts are impure, it is now. Children or spouses. And a cell phone rang in church. Every shop. And started drinking. They gave him a complimentary drink. These things happen. Will bring their own reward, for they will be reproduced in others. When probation ends, it will come and know that God accepts us, and finally, if faithful, we shall be gathered into the kingdom of heaven. That's possible to know. Now is the time to make preparation of strong spiritual character by building on the, y'all follow me, by building on the rock. Y'all know what happened in Barbados a couple of years ago? There was a flooding. We were at camp and there was a flooding. And the flood came down and a man had built a house on sand, a Calypsonian. He had built his house on the sand and he could not swim. So when the flood came in, it washed his house out to sea and he was seen on the housetop. And before long, people, the Calypsonians got vexed and walked out because they thought the Calypsonian. And the Adventist, he had gone to an Adventist crusade. He was invited to an Adventist crusade just before. And I said, this is many people put off right here. So at death, people close their probation. The principle of the seal of God by settling into Some are passing beyond the reach of mercy. Thousands are dying. Why not choose to surrender yourself to Christ? Make a serious commitment now and prepare for the fight without making that commitment. Because at the end of this camp, Judas came in contact with Jesus. Little prayer at the end, pray with one eye closed and watching and praying. Then, and through that decision till now. And you have read it before we close. Any questions? All right, remember I'm going to quiz you on what was presented. So read ahead. All right, let us pray. Is near, and to make the most use of the time that we have left. Opportunities to study, to pray, to read, and to as we seek to. Let us sing a song.